You? Is anybody?
There's Molly, folks. That means your friends the Goldbergs are here. Brought to you by Does, the new kind of soap for everything in your wash. First, let's drop in on the Dozen family. Why, there's Daisy Dozen in the kitchen, talking earnestly to Unky. Let's see what's up.
Why, I wouldn't think of asking you to do the supper dishes for me, Unky. Only this certain important business came up, you know.
Well, I don't know, Daisy. I don't like doing dishes.
Oh, Unky, with Does, it's a cinch. You know, Does is that new kind of soap for everything in our wash, and it has everything for dishes, too.
Well, why don't you does them then?
Well, like I said, Unky, if it weren't for this unexpected business, I'd be glad to do 'em. But I thought you'd want to see how Does has everything for dishes. Why, it makes suds that stand up till the last dish is done, cuts grease like 60, yet it's kinder to hands.
Oh, I want to read the paper.
Unky, dear, I've just got to go. You want me to improve my mind, don't you?
Well, why not let the dishes just stand?
Oh, Unky, don't you want to see how Does suds stand up even through the greasy pans? You don't have to keep adding soap.
Oh, but look at that big greasy platter, Daisy.
Why, Does cuts grease in less than half a minute, Unky, without any scouring.
Now, Daisy, I don't...
And, Unky, Does is simply sweet to your hands. It'll leave 'em so soft and smooth.
Woman stuff.
Really, if I didn't have this important engagement,
Oh, all right, I'll does the dishes for you.
Oh, swell.
Say, Daisy, what is this important business you got?
Oh, Donald's taking me to the movie.
Doesn't me. We've been framed.
Poor Unky Dozen. But honest, dishwashing's easy with Does. It's the only leading granulated wash day soap that combines all this for dishes. Makes suds that stand up till the last dish is done, cuts grease like 60, yet it's kinder to your hands. Better change to Does, D-U-Z. It has everything for dishes. And now the Goldbergs. Molly Goldberg always drew a line under one of her beliefs. She said it was especially important because people usually violated it. The rule is means and ends. The means you use affect the ends you want. Bad means make for bad ends. And now Rosie Goldberg, because she wants to accomplish something good, thinks she's justified in using bad means. For Rosie suspects that Grace and their neighbor George are connected in some way, and she's pretending to like George in order to arouse her sister-in-law's jealousy and get at the real truth between the two. The only trouble is that Grace and George have been just as clever as Rosie in hiding their real intentions, and George is pretending just as much as Rosie is. The real sufferers are Molly and Jake, who believe what they see. Tonight they rushed after Rosie, who invited George to a dance. Listen.
Grace, it's your deal. Please, tackle the car.
Do you want me to answer it, Uncle David?
No. I got it. Hello?
Uncle David?
Yes, Rosalie.
Where's Mama?
She and Papa walked over to the dance together to meet you.
Aren't they there?
No, they're not there.
I'm not at the dance.
No? So where are you?
I'm coming home.
You didn't go to the dance?
No, you didn't think I wanted to be seen at the dance with George, did you?
So Mama and Papa?
That's not important, Uncle David. Just listen to me.
Yeah?
I can tell that you're not alone.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is Grace right there?
Yeah.
Is anything wrong?
Hello?
Yeah.
Uncle David, just say I'm having a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Is anything wrong with Rosie, Uncle David?
She's having a wonderful
Uncle
time.
David, listen. I stopped off at the post office.
Yeah?
And I have my check. Don't answer.
Yeah?
I have my check, Uncle David. I'm going to hold on to it.
It wasn't closed?
Careful, Uncle David, what you say if Grace is right there.
I'm only asking.
We can always open our own mailbox because of the combination.
George?
No, you don't think I tell him I got my money?
Uh-huh.
Uncle David, don't say anything to Mama or Papa yet.
They're not here.
I have to see if my little plan works first.
Where's George?
He's waiting for me. He's having a soda.
Yeah?
What, yeah, Uncle David?
When are you coming home?
In a few minutes.
All right. Why don't you go back to find Mama and Papa?
If they call, say I'm on my way home.
Yeah?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. She's having a wonderful time.
Why did they leave the dance?
It was too crowded to dance, and the stars were out, and two young people, so they're having a nice concert. Where did we hold the race? You deal or I deal?
I think you deal, Uncle David.
That's right. How's the score?
I'm beating you.
Oh, the game isn't over yet.
That's right.
I deal, huh? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. A girl meets a boy meets a girl, and then life begins.
You mean Rosie and George?
Rosie and George, you and Sammy. Me, you never told how you met Sammy, Grace.
Oh, didn't I?
No. Love immediately, huh?
Almost.
You was living in that town where the soldiers' camp was, huh?
Yes.
Oh. You was living there long?
Not very.
Oh. How did you happen to go to that town, Grace? I mean, especially that town?
Well, you play, Uncle David.
Yes, thank you. It just happened, huh?
Oh, no. I was singing with the USO.
Oh. And what was George doing there?
Well, George was... How would I know?
Excuse me. Hello?
Hello, David. Did Rosie...
Rosie is coming home.
She wasn't at the dance?
She's coming home.
Why didn't she...
I don't know, Jake.
How is Grace?
Oh, we are playing gin.
I'll be right home.
That's good.
Just a minute, David. Molly wants to speak to you.
Very well. I'm holding. Mrs. Goldberg wants to talk.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello, Molly.
Hello?
Rosalie will be home in a minute. She didn't go to the dance.
Oh, she didn't go, huh?
No.
How is my Grace?
She's fine. We are playing gin rummy.
Oh, gin rummy two-handed? That's nice. Take good care of Grace till I come home, which will be immediately.
I will.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Molly. They love you, Grace.
Oh, and I love them and the whole family. I don't think you love me, Uncle David.
Me? Why not?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think you trust me.
Why shouldn't I?
Oh, I guess I'd feel exactly like you.
What do you mean?
Well, you think I knew George before I came here. Well, if I did, why wouldn't I say so? I didn't know him. I never knew him. I wish you'd believe that. It took Rosie a long time to come around and be friends and trust me. You're the only one now, Uncle David.
Me?
I wish I did know something about George. Then I'd know how to advise Rosie.
What do you mean?
Well, I just hope that George is the right kind of a person for a youngster like Rosie to be going out with. I think she's beginning to like him a lot.
What do you mean?
Well...
Excuse me. Oh, hello, Rosalie. Hello, George.
And we're home early.
Earlier than we should be.
Why didn't you go to the dance?
Oh, it was crowded.
Rosie wanted a soda, and she stopped off at the post office.
Oh. Any mail?
No, just box rent due. Sit down, George.
All right.
Here, I'll take your hat. I don't know why you wear a hat, George. You shouldn't. You look so much better without one.
So do you.
I didn't wear a hat.
Well, what's that thing you're wearing on your head?
Flowers.
Well, I can't wear flowers in my hair.
If you don't like them, I won't wear them.
Rosie,
All
are
right.
you sure there wasn't a letter for me?
No, Grace.
If there's anything from Sammy, don't keep it from me.
You know I wouldn't.
We should be hearing from the Red Cross.
Oh, it's too soon yet, Grace. You mailed Grace's letter, George, the one that she wrote to the Red Cross?
Yeah, sure. You couldn't be getting a reply yet.
Sure, you couldn't get a reply yet.
Who
Rosie.
drinks some tea if I make it? Grace?
Yes.
George?
If you make it.
That's just what I said. Uncle David, you come on in and help me.
Why not? Sure. We didn't finish our game
George,
yet.
take Uncle David's hand and finish the game with Grace.
Yeah.
All right, Rosie.
So you had a good time, huh?
Grace, this kid is falling for me.
Don't kid yourself. You deal, George.
This is where I quit, Grace.
Take a card.
Grace, this is going too far.
Did you go into the post office with her?
No, I waited outside.
Why? You play.
Well, she told me to.
Oh, smart boy. She told me to.
Well,
I play, don't I?
Grace,
Maybe she got her check.
well, that'd be addressed to her father, wouldn't it?
How do you know?
Listen, Grace, I can't keep this up. Gee, I feel as guilty as anything. I mean, we came here to get the money, and we're hanging around waiting for it. But now it's different. It's a way different. Well, there's that baby, and well, now with Rosie. Gee, let's go, Grace. Let's quit. Let's call it quits before we just ruin our lives.
You're not quitting until I say so.
Well, it's liable to be too late.
What are you afraid of?
Oh, a lot of things. This is nothing for you now, Grace. There's not enough in it.
There's enough in it to get us started the way we want to start.
Listen, let's start clean, Grace. Everything's changed now.
Nothing's changed.
Yes, it is.
You play, George.
Grace, listen to me.
I guess it's your deal.
Stop it and listen to me.
When you have something to say, I'll listen.
Well, then, Grace, maybe Mrs. Goldberg will listen.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. Let's get out of here.
Not without that money.
It'll be too late.
A few more days won't be too late.
How do you know?
George, you listen to me.
I've been doing that too
few more
long.
days.
And then what?
Lemon or cream?
What'd she say?
Lemon or cream?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Cream.
Well, who said what?
Lemon for George and cream for me.
Sugar?
Yes.
Who's winning?
Who's winning, George?
I guess you are.
In these struggles to know the truth and to act properly on it, it's usually the guilty who break first. And George isn't taking the strain very well. But now Rosie has to keep that check a dead secret, or else Grace will get it, and the birds will fly before they can be caught. You know, when we do wrong, we generally have an idea what our punishment will be. But sometimes it doesn't turn out as we expect. You take what happened to young Dickie Does'em. You know, Dickie said to me,
Gee, Ma never fusses about my overalls now 'cause does 'em so easy. Gosh, getting dirty's no fun anymore.
well, Dickie Does'em, you know, Ma's so thankful to have a new kind of soap like Does that, well, she just doesn't feel like scolding a fella for getting dirty. You see, does everything in the wash. Overalls, work shirts, towels, to lovely rayon slips. Yes, friends, compared to other leading granulated wash day soaps, Does gives longer life to the nice colors you wash. Yet you can't beat Does for getting towels dazzling white and grimy work clothes clean. Even in the toughest wash, Does everything. And friends, Does sends you this wartime reminder. All soaps contain vital war materials, so don't waste Does. Measure it carefully into your machine. See to it every bit of Does you use does more. Be sure to listen to the next episode of The Goldbergs, written for you by Gertrude Berg. An inquiry is made and a strong point added to Grace's score. This is Clayton Collier speaking and reminding you to do as the Does'ems do. Let Does, the new kind of soap, do everything in your wash.